Today we're going to talk about being fat.
I don't want to talk about being fat.
Corpulence, stoutness, fleshiness, heaviness, plumpness, portliness, chubbiness, rotundity, bulkiness, flabbiness, grossness.
Welcome to the first ever Tooo Baaad vlog. I'm Ryan.
I'm Lindsay.
And we're here to talk about being fat today. Lindsay just got done reading a bunch of synonyms.
I thought we'd start off with this topic because it is our first video for our channel, and I feel like it is one of the first things that people might notice about us because it is kind of something that our culture is fascinated with.
What have you? You probably figured out there's a lot of body shaming going on around the world. U.S. especially, it's huge in the U.S. Where, people with weight issues, they get talked down to, they get treated poorly, made fun of. And I mean, I guess it's nothing really new, but it's definitely become more prevalent in our society today. There are groups out there that are trying to bring body positivity out. Whether that's taken a hold or not, I couldn't really tell you.
I've read a lot of stuff coming out about the fat shaming culture and the movement against it, and I feel like it's not so much an issue about weight even as it is about bullying and about kindness and about understanding and compassion. I think that people in general need to have more compassion for other people. It doesn't matter what weight you are, what you look like, where you come from, whatever. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm on the fence on the issue because I both understand the health aspects of weight, but also there's a balance to it. That just because someone is overweight doesn't necessarily mean that they're unhealthy.
That's true. I mean, you can absolutely have the skinniest person in the world and they have the most health issues. And there are different types of fat. I mean, definitely there's genetics. A lot of people don't take that into account. When someone is big, they just think, oh, that person just must love food and just eat food all day.
Oreos and McDonald's all up in here. Everybody has their weight loss journey and their weight gain journey. Everybody has a different story behind why they got to the weight that they are currently at, and you just never know where people are just by looking at them, and you never know how they got to where they are just by looking at them.
Yeah, someone could have had a problem with bulimia, in their earlier years, and now, they're over that and they're trying to put that weight back on and get healthy again. And we don't know everybody's story. Lindsay and I thought that we would each maybe talk about our own personal stories. Okay, so my story begins actually back in 4th, 5th grade, elementary. My mom developed brain tumor, and her and my dad had to go to the University of Iowa to get it handled by a special neurosurgeon. In the meantime, I was still in school in elementary, finishing up a year. And so I was getting passed around to different family members for sometimes a week or two at a time. And my mom's mom, my grandma Radke, she loved to home cook. She was a fantastic home cook. My dad's mom, my grandma Fletcher, loved to go out. So honestly, I blame them. They developed my like of food. And then fast forward, I kind of evened out during middle school and high school. And then 2007, I lost my mom. 2010, I lost my dad. And I began to eat again. Eating my feelings, I guess, is the typical term for that. And then I was divorced in 2015, so that also led to a little more emotional eating. And then it just got to the point where I just sometimes couldn't stop. I don't necessarily binge eat, but I don't necessarily make the best. I wasn't making the best choices in what I was eating or how much of what I was eating.
You had a point, though, that you consciously decided to start to lose weight.
And in 2012, I decided, my kid's coming. I want to get healthy. And so I started walking a mile at the mall every day in between my shifts when I was driving bus. And I ended up losing about 66 pounds. I mean, it worked great. It was beautiful. I was in the right direction. It was going good. And then my hip went out, and it just has not been the same since. I haven't been able to exercise and work out like I want to keep that weight loss going. And so with limited movement and working jobs where I have to sit a lot because of that, I have added a lot of extra weight on.
For me, I've always been overweight. Like I played a lot of sports when I was very young, but even back then, I was bigger. I don't know where that all began, but ever since I was a child, and I was teased a lot for it in school. We had tried different diets and things throughout my, kind of early childhood, young adulthood. Was, we tried the Atkins diet, and that I was miserable. It didn't go well at that time. I don't know if I was not eating the right things, but it was really difficult to maintain. And I really didn't lose any significant weight until later on in my adulthood. A number of years ago, I had actually experienced a personal trauma, and the opposite of what usually happens happened, which generally I'd be one that also would eat my feelings. In this case, I just stopped eating altogether. I knew that eating was, important for survival, so I would eat, but I chose to, like, well, as long as I'm going to eat, like, I might as well eat healthy things. So I was eating a very plant-based diet, vegetable juice. So that had the biggest impact on my body. I was also housekeeping at the time, and I worked in a 4-story building, so the weight just melted off. I wasn't trying to lose weight per se, but that's what was happening, and I felt amazing. I had a lot more energy, and so it was positive. So in that sense, that is why I am very pro, like, having a good diet and being active, and understanding those are important things because they do improve our quality of life. However, after I met my husband and we were dating and we did like eating out and things, at some point I gradually put that back on.
Her husband is a fabulous cook, from what I hear.
That's true. But at some point, you just get comfortable, with each other. I don't know. It seems to happen to a lot of couples, but I put a lot of weight on, I should say. I can only speak for myself.
No, we both did.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Now, I will say, one thing that bothers me, and I know it bothers you too, Lindsay, is whenever we go to the doctor, you go in, you get your physical, you get your checkup, whatever the case may be. Well, hey, you're a little obese. Your weight's up there. We need to bring it down. Every time. I mean, without fail. They don't look at other factors, and they want you to lose weight, lose weight, lose weight. Eat this, not that. How about we give you a prescription for a food, an appetite suppressant? No, I don't want any more pills. I don't need any more pills. How about you? Would you like to meet with a nutritionist? If it'll get you off my back, sure.
So we did actually meet with a nutritionist.
We both recognize that we need to lose some weight. We're both heavier, I think, than we have ever been. So we've started a low carb diet. Basically, we're not doing no carbs, but we're definitely doing low carbs. We're eating lots of protein. We're eating a lot of vegetables, some fruits. We're staying away from which we love. Yep, absolutely. We love vegetables. We love fruits. We love protein. We're staying away from those breads, those pastas, those rices, those sugars, processed foods. We're eating a lot more natural, raw, organic type stuff, which we're finding is a lot more expensive. But I think
we also eat a lot less food overall, so I think we're in general probably spending the same, if not maybe
by filling up on that stuff at the dinner table. Yeah, we're not having to have second and third helpings of whatever we're eating. That's our other issue is portion size. So hey, have that 1 cup of, broccoli and have that 1 cup of asparagus, and then have a little 3-ounce steak with it. Great, that's a perfect meal. You don't need the rices and the pastas and the breads. I don't even miss the bread, to be honest with you. The nutritionist says eat eggs, so we've been eating eggs. Eat salads, we've been eating salads. Eat broccoli.
I did find that, according to sources, hot wings are low carb.
And she likes her hot wings.
And I love hot wings.
She does like her hot wings.
I'm not going to eat them every day, And they're not low in fat. Important ones. That's a whole other topic too about nutrition. Is that there are good fats and bad fats. The good fats will actually help you lose weight. So there's
the nutritionist said not to worry so much about the calorie counting and the fats, sodium, things like that. What we're working on mainly is getting extra protein and staying away from the carbs.
The sad part about that is though that a lot of fruits are very high in carbs. And I love fruit. And fruit is a good natural way. I mean, it's not that we have to cut out fruit, but we have to be careful about which ones we eat.
Yes. And berries tend to be the better choice over, say, bananas or grapes. Grapes have a lot of sugar. Bananas even have a lot of sugar. So there's a lot of that stuff. And even vegetables. There's vegetables that are definitely, that don't count at all toward carbs. And there are vegetables that you kind of watch out for. Some that you wouldn't even think about, like sweet peas. Sweet peas are yummy. I like peas, but they're not always the best in the carbs category. Whereas like asparagus, you can have as much asparagus as you want. It doesn't count. And I like asparagus.
Yeah.
So I think we both are feeling a little more energized here and there. I think we've noticed an improvement in inflammation in our bodies. And different pain levels have gone down a little bit. Also, according to our scale, which I don't know how much I personally trust it, but it says, maybe about 4 to 5 pounds for me, but I don't know exactly where I started at weight level. So I'm going to be meeting with my nutritionist again here July 11th, and hopefully she has the original number, and then I can know exactly, and I'll probably do a proper weigh-in, so I'll know exactly what I've lost. Whereas Lindsay, it's showing about 15 pounds, I think is.
So I'm trusting that scale.
So she's on it. She's excited, and I'm excited for her, if that's the case. But really, for us, it's not about who's doing better because we're doing it together. We're a team, so her success is my success, and vice versa. Although I really would like to lose more than she does, but just don't tell her that. It's on. Yeah, I mean, we're looking to bring positivity to all this. I mean, it's hard enough to be fat without other people's subjugation, without their judgments.
Right.
Subjugation, was that the right word?
I don't know. I'll have to look at it.
Okay. It sounded good at the time.
The big thing is, it's not going to help anybody if you're running around shaming people and pointing your finger and making them feel bad about how they look. That is not
gonna help.
I mean, leave it in the comments. If that did help you, maybe that'll re-educate me. Maybe somebody is out there that's like, hey, somebody walking by on the sidewalk called me a big tub of lard and it changed my life. If that's the case, I want to hear about it.
Yeah, absolutely, folks. Please leave your comments below. Let us know if something has worked for you in your own weight loss journeys. Let us know what diet you've tried. Let us know how you're feeling. Let us know how much weight you lost. Let us know why. I mean, tell your story. We'd love to hear about it. We also have an email, so if you want to email us privately, if you don't want your story all out in the public, that's absolutely fine.
Still love to hear from you.
It's toobaadvlog@gmail.com.
That's 3 O's
and 3 A's. So TOOOBAAD vlog, VLOG, @gmail.com. And you're free to email it. We do check that. And again, leave your comments below, though. We'd love to hear from you. Also, if you have any subjects you'd like to see us talk about that maybe, you're not sure if we're ever going to get to, or you just want to see us talk about something crazy, anything and everything goes. I mean, let us know in the comments. We'll try to fit you in. We'll try to make that happen for you. We have some ideas that we'd like to talk about in the coming videos. But we're open to ideas. We're open to suggestions. So we'd like to thank you for watching the first episode. We look forward to making some more here in the next. We're going to try to put out a few a week at least to start. So please like, share, subscribe, let your friends know, and we will talk to you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.